Yep, you heard it here first. I'll be trying to make $100,000 business using TikTok. Now you must be wondering, Jatz, is it even possible to sell on TikTok? Well, of course, it's 2022 and TikTok has just released its own TikTok shop similar to Amazon Seller Central. Funnily, it's the perfect opportunity for small businesses to get started selling, as TikTok is fresh and new, just like how most people took advantage of Amazon in the early days and have made a fortune out of it. Hey guys, it's Jatz and this video is sponsored by TikTok. They have challenged me to build a $100,000 business using TikTok shop, which is very similar to Amazon Seller Central but way more advanced, as they say. So I'll be testing out by launching my own product and give you guys an honest review of whether it's worth it or not. I mean, I started my social media journey through TikTok where I managed to gain over 1 million followers organically, so this might work. Also in this video, I'll be getting on a call with a successful TikTok seller who's going to give me juicy insights on how I can reach that 100K mark. And don't worry, I'll be taking you on this entire journey, and in return, all you have to do is just hit that subscribe button and like the video, as it will support my channel a lot. So the biggest question most people here have is, why sell on TikTok? Well, it's mainly because of the influence short form of content has had over the years. Everyone is using TikTok from the toilet seats, their work break. Anywhere you see, people are always scrolling on TikTok. It has a total of 1 billion active users. Yeah, so if you're a small business owner, it's perfect, as with the power of TikTok algorithms, you can reach to a much larger audience than any other platforms. Now let me quickly explain what is TikTok Shop. I'm sure you've seen many TikTok videos like this. Well, not this one, like this.
Second happy Wednesday. Guess what I got?
Yeah, this is TikTok's new TikTok Shop, which allows businesses to sell their products on videos. Let me explain the process of how they actually sell directly to customers. Firstly, you have to set up your TikTok shop. Once you've set up the shop, you will simply need to have a product and list the product onto the shop. And then you're simply going to go ahead and create content around that product. Let's take this toy for example. If I'm selling this toy, all I'm going to do is simply make videos around this of how I'm gifting this to my girlfriend or something, which can go viral. And whenever people say I want to buy it, they can simply see that small button saying buy, and they will simply check out and you go and order. Once you have received the order, all you have to do is pack it and stick the label of the address and send that off to the customer. It's literally as simple as that. Now what I'm gonna do is jump on a call with the successful business owner on TikTok and get tips which can help me and help you guys if you're going to start selling on TikTok. Alright guys, so I've got Yasmina on the call and she has been selling on TikTok for a while now, and she's already running a successful business. Firstly, I just want to ask Yasmina, how did you get started, or like your journey on TikTok? How was it?
So my journey started, I would say, in December.
Okay.
So December 2021, so not too long ago, I would say about 5 or 6 months ago now, I started using the TikTok app myself just as a user. And then I noticed that other businesses were on the TikTok app. Their videos were performing quite well. I was quite impressed by the algorithm, how the algorithm works, even when I would post my own videos. And then that's when I got introduced, I changed my, my account to a business account. And then that's when I started to receive some emails from TikTok, introducing me to the TikTok shop and the TikTok seller profile, so to say, yeah.
How is the process? So from the marketing, so how do you start and how does it end?
So in terms of the marketing, that's mainly done it's mainly done with videos, so TikTok videos. Okay. So you market the things that you sell. So just usual content videos, lifestyle videos, things like that. That's really effective when making TikTok videos. You can use a Siri voice to catch people's attention about your product and so forth. And then from then, that's where it starts with the content marketing, and then that's where you gain the audience. And then it kind of flourishes from that point once you gain your audience.
Okay, and once you receive the order, then you just go ahead and fulfill the order, right? I'm assuming. I'm trying out myself. So people like me getting started first, have you got any tips or any hidden tips which you learned along your journey of this 5 months which could benefit us?
Yeah, sure. I would say kind of mimic, so to say, but put your own twist on what you see already successfully working. And by successfully, I mean, like in terms of content videos, you would see it by the views, by the comments, by the interactions. It's always great to start your videos with a great hook and then a call to action at the very end. And then on top of that, whether you decide to then use the live function, that is really helpful. One thing about TikTok that I really, really like is the ability to connect with your customers directly on the live. Mm-hmm. absolutely love that. They love the fact that they can talk to either somebody in the team, the founder, whoever it may be. I think that is a massive advantage to businesses. If you're not like, some people are a bit hesitant, scared to go onto the TikTok live. It is nerve-wracking at the beginning, but then after a while, like, you've live streamed before.
Yeah. So how has TikTok Seller Central helped you grow your business? How much has it, or how has it helped?
It's been transformational, really, to be honest. I think at the very beginning, I was mainly using Facebook and Instagram to market, and we was doing a lot of face-to-face marketing as well, like pop-up shops and things like that. However, I think where those platforms have been around so long, they're extremely saturated. They don't have the support that TikTok offers on their platform, in terms of just having a TikTok manager to help you along the way. And it's just transformed it by, I would probably say, about 100%.
Thank you once again for joining, Yasmina.
You're more than welcome. Thank you as well.
Yes,
All right. Take care. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye. So from this call, I definitely learned a lot from Yasmina, but the two biggest takeaways were, one was the thing which is said about the live streams, how you can connect with your customers, and that's a really important factor when it comes to selling something. If a customer is able to talk with the founder or the person selling the product, they really feel that they have that connection, and it does increase the brand loyalty and the trust which the customer has in your product and your business. The second was being able to create the demand on TikTok. Now on other platforms, or basically the norm of how business works, is that first you find a product which has demand and then you sell it. However, on TikTok, you can simply get a product, create the demand by simply promoting products, and then once the demand's high, you simply sell the product. That's all you do. Also, if you do want to check out Yasmina's TikTok, Instagram, or all her social medias, then I'll leave it down in the description and you can simply click and go check. Now that we know how the business model works, let's set up our own TikTok shop, because without that, we can't do anything. So the first thing you need to do is go to TikTok Seller Center via Google or using the link in the description. Now, if you use the link in the description, you will get a £100 ad coupon, which will be very useful, and I will explain more on that later in this video. Once I'm on that, I'm simply going to create an account, because I can sign up with phone and email, or I can sign up with a TikTok account. Now, me being smart, I already obviously have a TikTok account since last year for this brand which I wanted to create. So I'm simply going to sign up with that brand and carry on the process. So I'm going to authorize that email account. Okay, so I authorized. Now let me put my phone number. All right, so it says your TikTok shop account has been registered successfully, and now I can start selling. Because I'm in the United Kingdom, I will continue with United Kingdom site, but if I was in a different country like the US, it's only available in the UK at the moment, so unfortunately you can't switch the country, but I'm going to start selling. And this is how the page, or the home page, or the dashboard, if you would like to call it, of TikTok Seller Central shop looks. It looks pretty similar to how it looks for me on Amazon FBA or Amazon Seller Central, but the first thing I'm going to do right now is verify my documents. So I'm going to go ahead and upload my individual passport, or I can choose the driving license. I'm just going to choose the driving license as I have a copy of it on my phone, and then we should be good. I think that's the main information I need to provide, so I'll quickly do that and come back to you guys in a second. All right, so it's been a few hours since we uploaded the documents, and the documents have been verified, and I've just jumped back onto continuing the process. And the second step in step one is to upload a product. And before uploading the product, I cannot do anything. All right, so the first thing I need to do is add a shipping template. Cool, so I've added the shipping name, just UK shipping. And for weight, maximum weight which I can ship is 30 kg, so I'm gonna add 30. And I wanna keep my shipping free, so I'm just gonna put 0 in the cost for both of these options and just continue. For the product name, I'm just going to put the product name which I'm going to sell, and it comes under a category of, I'll say, beauty and personal care. Now under brand, you can add a brand if you wish to, but you need to be a trademarked owner of the brand. If you're not, then unfortunately you won't be able to, which is the reason why I'm going to leave it as no brand. And the number of batteries on this product is 0, so I don't need to worry. And now I'm going to add the images of this product, which I'll do quickly. And here I'm going to add a product description of what the product is quickly. And there's a video section where you can upload a video of the product. This will increase your sales because customers are able to see the product properly. And if I continue, if you have variations for the product, for this product, I don't have any, but if you have color variations or specification variations, such as the size, you can always add that here. And for the shipping, how much does this weigh? For my product, this weighs around 20 grams. All right, so now as you can see, when I go under manage products, I'm able to see the product itself, and I'm able to see that the status is suspended, which means obviously it's being reviewed, and until it's not completed reviewing, I won't be able to sell it. However, Under products now, there is more stuff such as managed orders. Now, once I have started receiving orders for the product, I will see all the orders come through here and I'm able to batch ship them directly from here, or I can simply go under shipping and click on batch shipping and it will take me to here as well. Now I'm going to go in detail in the part 2 of this video, which will be coming out very soon as well. However, if I want to do product discounts or flash deals, I'm able to do all of that from here. And if I want to do any data overview or see how things are going, if I'm using any creators to sell a product, I can see all of that here. Now, the best thing about visual data is that if you're planning to run ads for your products and you know that an age group between 30 to 40 is buying your product the most, then when running ads, you can simply put down that you don't want your products to be shown to people over the age of 40. This way, you're going to save a lot of money and your cost per click or cost per purchase is going to be a lot lower. Now, if you did or do use the link in the description to sign up, you would have got a £100 ad voucher, which you can use here to boost your videos and reach more people and make more sales. So the product which I uploaded has been verified, and now I will be having a call with my account manager who's been linked with my account, and she'll be helping me to get my first sale.
A few moments later.
All right, so I just finished the call with Bronte, who's my account manager, and she gave me a lot of tips on how I can succeed on TikTok Seller Central, especially telling me which categories to choose and which products to actually sell, because she literally has all the data about what's happening on the back end. Now she did tell me that the beauty category does the most sales. However, the last time I tried beauty products, look, I'm not a model here, yeah, who's gonna bloody... Let's just say it didn't go well, so I'm not entering that market. But she did tell me to use the Academy page the most, as you can see right here, which basically gives you an overview of how everything works. So if I do need help with anything specifically, I can go on these videos and watch anything I want. She also told me that TikTok Seller Central is a new platform. So if I want any certain change, they will actually listen to it and implement it. And all of those changes will come under the sections of announcements. The next thing which I loved about this was the mission section. This is where TikTok rewards the seller for basically completing each task. And by rewards, it could be literally giving a studio to take pictures for your products, or even doing lives, or even a bonus of money. And she also told me which products I can sell and which products I cannot sell, because on TikTok, you can't sell everything. So now I won't be losing out money on ordering products which I can't even sell. And I asked her what type of product should I sell, and she just said that the best product you can sell is a product which resonates with your audience and is authentic. And that's why I feel like going back to my passion project is something which I feel like is authentic and will resonate with a lot of people, because it's a product which can be used in your daily lives. Now, although I have an idea of what type of product I want to sell, what I'm going to do is actually get onto TikTok and see other competitors doing the same type of product or the niche, and see what I can do better for my product, because that's the best way you can create a product, is by simply finding what's missing in the current market and adding it to your product. And just like how Yasmina said, is that get inspired by other people's product or even the way they market a product. All right, so in this video, I simply went over what TikTok Shop is, but in the next video, I'll be literally going from designing the product to ordering the product to even doing everything I mentioned in this video, like doing product campaign and everything basically. I'll even show you guys how to ship a product. So make sure you stay tuned for that video and leave a subscribe and turn that little bell on so you don't miss that video. However, if you did enjoy this video, just please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, have an amazing day, and peace.